Hello everybody, my name is Marlo and today I'm going to be showing you how to build a plains house in Minecraft. This is another episode of my tutorial series where I'm building a house for every main biome in the game. Make sure you subscribe to catch all of the new builds, and you can also check out the playlist that will be linked in the description down below to find all of the other biome houses that I've already made. And as always, along with the playlist link, there will be a materials list where you can find all of the resources that we're going to be using today. The first thing we're going to do is build the dripstone trim at the bottom of the build. So we're going to start off with 5 dripstone blocks at the front. This middle block is roughly where the front door is going to be, so just bear that in mind. Then we're going to come around to the side, and next to this one, place 6 more. Then we're going to come around to the back and place 4 more. Then we're going to go in one diagonally and place 3. And we're going to do the same at the front here, going in diagonally 2. And 3 more over here. So this is what the layout should look like. 5 by 7 by 5 by 3 by 5 by 3. Next up, we're going to grab some oak logs, and on these 4 blocks right here, so on the larger rectangle, we're going to place 3 oak logs on all 4 of the corners, just like that. And over here on these 2 corners, we're just going to place 2 oak logs, so they're a little bit lower. Now we're going to build the walls on this smaller section, so we just want to step inside the build here, and we're going to add 4 barrels like that on both of the sides, making sure they're all facing inwards. And you're going to have to crouch to place these, by the way, otherwise you just open the barrel up. So we're going to do a similar thing over here, starting with 3 at the bottom, 1 up on either side with a glass pane in the middle, a white stained glass pane. And then we're going to have 3 more barrels at the top. So from the inside it should look like this, and from the outside we should have the back texture of the barrel, which does look quite lovely. We're going to have an oak fence gate in front of the glass pane, open it on up, and just crouch and click a oak trapdoor above the fence gate. Now we're going to come to the front of the house and grab some new chiseled bookshelves. If you're not on 1.20 or don't have access to these, beehives would work great, or just regular oak planks would be fine too. But we're going to grab 2 of these and we're going to place them on these 2 spots. So we actually need to face into the center where the doorway is going to be going. So we don't get this texture on show, we only get the 3 side textures. What we can then do above them is place 3 stripped oak logs just like that. An oak plank in the middle at the top, upside down oak stair, and then we're actually going to replace this dripstone with an oak plank, step inside and place down our oak door, so it should look like this. Now we're just going to build a small deck out the front of the doorway, starting with 2 oak stairs just to the side like that. Then we're going to have 2 upside down stairs on the back, and 2 more stairs facing towards us, so it should curve around looking like that. We can also place 2 more oak slabs on those 2 blocks. Then we're just going to grab some temporary blocks and place them in a backwards L shape like this. And we're just going to stick an oak trap door on the back of them, fold them all closed, and get rid of the temporary blocks. And then, last but not least, for this bit, we can just add a decorated pot with a flower pot on top and some sort of flower inside of it. Coming on round to the left hand side here, we're going to grab some more chiseled bookshelves, and we're going to place 5 of these along the bottom, all facing the same way. Once again, so we don't have that texture on show on either of the sides. We can add in 2 stripped oak logs on either corner next to the regular oak logs. Then we're just going to step inside and place in 3 upside down oak stairs with 3 white stained glass panes underneath it. Now we can just make a little flower bed outside this window, so we're going to grab 3 coarse dirt blocks and put some oak trapdoors underneath them all, and then go around on all 5 of the sides here, or 3 of the sides technically, 5 signs, and place 1 on each coarse dirt block. And of course go ahead and stick some flowers on top of the dirt. Moving on round to the back side here, we're going to once again place 3 chiseled bookshelves all facing the same way, and then we're going to have 2 white stained glass panes just in the center, 1, 2, 3 stripped oak logs either side with an oak plank at the top here. Now we can just place a temporary block right here in front of the window, and facing towards the out of the build here, we're just going to place in 2 oak trapdoors, fold them straight down, and then crouch on the back of them, place 2 signs to make a neat little shutter design. In this corner of the build, we're going to make a small farming setup. So what we want to do is temporarily break this dripstone block right there and we're going to break the block beneath it and place a water bucket in and then replace the dripstone. That is going to hydrate all of the land here that we till with our hoe. But first things first, we're going to place a composter in the corner and just an oak trapdoor above it like that for some sort of composting bin. You can even fill it with some seeds if you'd like to. And what we're going to do is just in front of the composter here, we're going to come out by 2. Then to the side, we're going to come out by 3, 2 over here, and 1 here. And of course, go ahead and plant whichever seed you would like on top of it. And all we need to do now is just round the outside with our oak fences. Of course, not forgetting an oak fence gate over here so we can actually get into our little farm. Quick little note here, underneath these 3 dripstone blocks you can actually see some dirt, so if you would like to, you can replace that with dripstone to make it look a little bit neater, but it's entirely up to you. You can't really see it anyway once the wheat is grown. Real quickly before we start work on the roof, in this corner around the front we're just going to place a barrel with a chest on top and a chest to the side for a little bit of outside storage. So for the roof we're going to be using granite, polished granite and bricks. Now in my opinion granite is the easiest of these to get a hold of, so what we're going to do in the tutorial here is just use granite only for the roof to begin with so you guys know how to build it, and then afterwards I'm going to mix these 2 other blocks in with it. You can either do that or mix it in as we go. It's entirely up to you. So we're going to start at the front of the house here. Next to these 2 top oak logs, we'll have 2 upside down stairs with 2 regular stairs coming off the back. And then we just want to repeat that pattern, staircasing our way up to the top until they eventually meet in the middle where we can have an upside down stair with a slab on top. We can super quickly copy the same thing around the back here too. And then from these top 2 stairs, we just want to add a line to connect them like that. Over here on the left hand side, we're going to have an upside down stair coming off the back of them facing inwards and a line of slabs going across from one to the other. Over here on the right hand side of the roof, we're going to come to these bottom 2 stairs and place 2 stairs going inwards. Then the next level up, we're going to have 3 stairs going inwards. And the final level, we're just going to go all the way across with these stairs. And round the other side, super simple, we just want to fill the whole rest of this area in with stairs stretching across from one side to the other. Now we can come to this side of the build and do the exact same thing we did for the front and the back with the same staircase method going all the way up to the top. So starting on top of the oak logs and just going up until they meet in the middle and having an upside down stair and a slab on top. Now this slab can come all the way over until we reach these stairs over here, and all we need to do now is from this stair we're just going to place 2, it'll connect like that on the corner, and from this stair we just place 3 and it'll do the same thing. We can also do the same thing over here too, so 2 stairs, 3 stairs, just like that. Now we're not quite done. This bit looks a little bit weird, so all we're going to do is place an upside down stair next to this one and then have 2 slabs going underneath that part of the roof. And of course we just want to quickly make our way around to the back, and if we can reach, we're just going to do the same over here as well. So that is the shape of the roof all built up. Before we add in the texture, we're just going to build a small chimney integrated into the roof. So what we're going to do is come to these line of slabs and follow it all the way along until we get to the final one, and then just come forward to this corner stair. And we're going to break that and replace it with a mossy cobblestone block. Then have a regular cobblestone block and a mossy cobblestone block. So we should have a pillar sticking out around about there. It doesn't actually have to be exact, it's kind of up to you. But we're going to have a campfire on top to make our chimney smoking and surround it with some oak trapdoors, just like that. Now is when you can grab your bricks and granite stairs and slabs and mix them into our purely granite roof. Obviously there's no way to actually do this specifically, you just kind of want to get a good split of all 3 so there's an even ratio amongst the roof. Just mix some of the blocks in, don't think too much about it. So that is the exterior of the build all done, with one final touch, and that's a chain and a lantern just in front of the doorway here. So now we can step on inside and work on the interior. First things first, the floor, which is going to be made out of cracked stone bricks and regular stone bricks. So maybe just get 8 or 10 stone bricks into the floor here, just place them sporadically around, and that should do quite nicely. Then we can just go ahead and fill the rest in with regular stone bricks, just like that. Now we can work on the ceiling, which definitely needs some neatening up. So we're just going to grab some bricks, and all we're going to do here is add 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 on both of those sides. Then we're going to add 1, 2, and 3 brick slabs. Then just above that, we're going to have 5 brick stairs upside down again. Same over here on this side, and then 5 more slabs in the middle. And just like that, it looks a whole bunch neater. Don't worry, we are going to cover these spots up with 2 furnaces, just like that, then a blast furnace and a smoker underneath. Of course, just switch these out for regular furnaces if you don't use them. In the center of this ceiling up here with this middle slab, we're just going to place a lantern to nicely light up the interior. Then we're going to have our red bed here opposite the doorway, or any color actually is fine. And in the corner, we just want to face outwards and place a loom, so we get the 2 sides here. Kind of looks like some drawers. We can also stick a chest on top of that for a little bit of storage. Then we're going to have a crafting table in the corner here, stonecutter just beside it, and a flower pot on top of the crafting table. And that's it. We're done. If you're wondering about storage, no, don't worry, this chest is not all you've got. Remember we placed all these barrels? Well, these are accessible and it's the storage. You can place some item frames on the front if you want to label them, or just remember. Alternatively, if that's not enough, I'm going to recommend you just break this center block here, and you can stick a trapdoor there or something, and you can expand downwards and make a storage room or other types of expansion if you would like to, but it's not necessary. So there we go, everybody. That's going to do it for the tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you ever so much for doing that, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.